What is up, you absolute Gucci gamers? Today, why am I wearing this suit? I'll see you guys soon. What is up, you Illuvium fanatics? Today, I'm going to be talking about all of my plans for Illuvium 0, how I'm going to become the best that I could possibly be, and all of my plans that I'm going to use to get there. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So first off, I'm going to be talking about Illuvium 0 and my plans for it. So what my plans are is to get into the first release, the first auctioning, and I'm going to be planning on buying a tier 4 land. Now, throughout the 3 days, I'm just going to be watching it and collecting some data for the first few hours, which I suggest that you guys do too, so we can find an average price range for it so I know what I should be paying for my tier 4 so I don't overpay or miss it because I'm trying to go too low. Because obviously I don't want to miss it. There's only 278 tier 4 lands, so I'm just going to be collecting some data for the first few hours and then try and dive right into it and grab some. And one of the main reasons that I'm not going to be going for multiple lands and I'm just going to be going for one tier 4 land is because all of the time that I'm going to be putting into Illuvium 0, that's not going to be able to be enough time to split in between multiple lands. I'm going to want to buy one and invest all of my time into it, or all of the time that I have for Illuvium 0 into it, to make it the best that I can. Again, if you're just planning on playing Illuvium 0, you're probably going to have time to maximize multiple lands, but for me, my time range is not going to be enough, as some people also they're going to be in the same boat as me. So I'm just going to be buying one land as much as is the highest one I can, so a tier 4 land, and then I'm just going to be investing all my time into that for Illuvium 0. And the reason that I'm even deciding to go for a tier 4 land, because I'm mainly going to be playing the main game, is because in games I love to be self-sustainable. I love to be able to make my own stuff so I don't have to pay every time I want to do something. Example, gas. I'm going to have to travel somewhere. I'm going to have to use gas every time. And I feel like if I have a tier 4 land, I'm going to be able to be self-sustainable so I don't have to pay every time I want to travel. Again, that's just me. That's just how I feel. But I really like being self-sustainable in all games that I play. So that's my plan for this game. Moving on to the Illuvium main game. Now, hopefully, I'm getting into the closed beta. We do not know yet. Nobody knows yet for a couple days now until they make the announcement. But as of right now, I am not in the closed beta yet. If I do, I'm going to be grinding it out, trying to find bugs for them, trying to find fixes for them. But if I don't get in, that's all right. I'm just going to wait for the main game because I'm super hyped about this game. I'm super bullish. And whenever this game comes out, I'm going to be grinding it. I'm going to be grinding my Illuvium 0 to get as much gas as possible. So again, I can be self-sustainable. All right, now moving on to catching the Illuvials and what my plans are for the first generation of the Illuvium game. So what my plan is I'm going to be making gas, obviously, or for you guys are going to be buying gas, but I'm going to be making gas. I'm going to be traveling as much as I possibly can with that gas, and everything that I'm going to be catching with my cure shards, I'm going to be keeping. Because if you think about it, sure, you could sell them in the beginning because a lot of people are going to be dumping in. A lot of people are going to be wanting to buy those Illuvials right off the start so they can get a quick start ahead of everybody else. But I feel that it's going to be more rewarding to hold the Illuvials because remember, once generation runs out, they're not going to be able to be found again, meaning in a couple years, if you stack up all those Gen 1s, they're going to be worth a pretty penny in a few years. So the first few months, I'm not going to be planning on selling any of my Illuvials. I'm going to be keeping them. I'm going to be leveling up from tier 1 to tier 3, to tier 2 to tier 3. I'm going to be getting better and better Illuvials, and I'm just going to be climbing the ranks and keeping the low Illuvials that I find for later to sell once Generation 1 runs out. And now, in order to do what I'm doing with the Illuvials to keep them, you don't actually have to have Illuvium land. You can just buy with SLV or pay with Ethereum and buy gas every time you want to travel. So Illuvium 0 is not needed. Again, I just love being self-sustainable. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, for it helps with the algorithms for my videos. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.